them down there. They think they're all that.
And they are.
4 teams, alike in dignity, in the fair ESPN wide world of sports in Orlando, Florida, where we lay our scene. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're answering the question that poet laureates and philosopher kings have been pondering for the last decade. What the F were the Disney Channel games?
Now we're talking. Yes. All right. We are ready to go.
A Disney Channel retrospective. The year is 2006. NASA launches its first probe to Pluto. The Human Genome Project completes chromosome 1 again. And the Disney Channel? Well, they're about to make some history of their own.
They have battled week in and week out on these hallowed grounds, fought their way to the top to become more than just Disney Channel stars. They've become heroes.
In terms of cultural impact, 2006 was nearing an apex of original programming. The duplicitous Hannah Montana graced our airwaves, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Phil of the Future, and That's So Raven were all hitting their strides.
My dream starts today after school, okay?
The Jonas Brothers were merely a year old. The band, we mean, not the brothers. Jonas Babies doesn't have the same ring to it. And arguably most notably, January 2006 marked the release of the seminal classic High School Musical. Slumber parties would never be the same. You really just had to be there. The network knew they had an A-list crew of rising stars, beloved heartthrobs, and Brian Stepanek. So what other choice did they have than to put them in hamster balls, right?
Oh, it's a standoff. Wow.
Have you ever seen this before,
I
Brian?
have seen this before. I saw one standoff that lasted for 3 days, Phil. Wow. But they got out of that one quick.
The rise of reality TV. Alright, maybe let's rewind just a smidge more. Aside from the slew of successful programming that Disney had on their hands, the early 2000s was in the midst of a separate renaissance: reality television.
One of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out.
In the US, competition series Big Brother, Survivor, and American Idol were all on the rise. Idol specifically maintaining at number 1 in the ratings from 2003 all the way to 2011. And around the turn of the 21st century, MTV was shifting their slate away from music content and towards the fresher reality TV landscape, with great success.
I'm Justin, I'm 19, and I'm black and Italian, so I may be the first real Italian stallion.
Unequivocally, undeniably art. But this begs the question, how could the Disney Channel capitalize on this new, grand, unscripted era?
It's high drama down here, and well, if you thought all these stars could do was act, think again.
Yeah, start thinking, because these stars have been training for at least 15 minutes, and I can smell the excitement in the air.
Yes, it does smell exactly like excitement, doesn't it, though?
Season 1, The Inception. The Disney Channel games ran their first season in the summer of 2006. Modeling its structure off of the older ABC competition reality program Battle of the Network Stars. As it was a new concept for the channel, Season 1 was produced on a much more conservative scale than later seasons. The initial installment had only 3 teams of 6, splitting up heavy hitters like the Sprouse twins, and HSM stars Ashley Tisdale, Vanessa Hudgens, and Zac Efron. Each team had a little something for everyone, you know?
Hopefully it's someone of equal value, so it's a good challenge.
My special strategy for the obstacle course is to stay low, because we all scoped it out before, and we figured, oh, sorry, hold on, my fans. I love you too. Thank you.
This season was not so flashy. The challenges were, for lack of a better word, stupid. Lest we forget the hamster balls, and that was one of the better ones.
Oh, they collided early there. They knocked over the... Oh, this is another one. There's a collision. You know, they had to cross there and they couldn't.
They really had us watching these kids play literal rock, paper, scissors. Not even like, oh, they're playing with massive props or something. No, they just slapped a sweatband on Miley Cyrus and made her play normal rock, paper, scissors on a soundstage.
Rock, paper, scissors, reveal. 2-2.
Look at that.
Oh,
You're back
it is
in
a
it.
tied-up game.
She just enjoys the applause.
She really does, doesn't she?
But seriously, let's take a moment for Phil Lewis and Brian Stepanek's commentary. They were trying so hard. respect.
In a world. Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
It's very, I go from the bottom, it's good.
Can I hold this?
Sure.
After 9 grueling weeks of intense competition, our victors were the blue team. Notably, our winning group included actors Monique Coleman and Jason Earls, who were 26 and 29 respectively at the time of filming. The two of them were approximately a decade older than the rest of their team, and pretty much the entire cast.
Yes, look at this. These three have amazing concentration to keep up with Brian Stepanek, the Simon Says Master.
Coleman spoke about her experience in the games, specifically how she and Earls were massively competitive, and, quote, did not care that they were dunking on their much younger co-stars. And honestly, respect.
Oh, that was right down the
There
middle.
it is. He's gone. He's in the drink.
That was right in the wheelhouse, Phil.
And look at this. He is taunting Kyle in the water.
Season 2, the plot thickens. The games returned for a second season in the summer of 2007, relocating its stage from Santa Clarita, California to the illustrious Orlando, Florida.
Everyone's getting ready here at Disney's Wide World of Sports Complex, celebrating its 10th anniversary, hosting amateur and professional sporting events from around the globe, and a place where kids can compete in the same facilities that are used by the pros.
Being cast as a participant not only meant that you were one of the elite members of the Disney Channel canon, but it also landed you exclusive VIP access to the Disney World parks. We're grown and we're jealous.
Yes, pip pip and golly gosh governor and all that.
The cast expanded significantly in Season 2, adding a 4th yellow team, and increasing team size from 6 players to 8 or 9. As for the challenges, they upped the ante. Rock, paper, scissors became extreme rock, paper, scissors, which is regular rock, paper, scissors, but they get to hit each other with big plastic thingies.
Oh, it's a tie-break. This is a joust, Phil.
This is it.
Our
Here we
first
go.
joust.
Here we go. The jousting cushions are in.
Here we go.
And they start. Whoa!
Whoa,
Did you see
that was fantastic.
But really, the second coming of the games was quite obviously higher in production value than its predecessor, even if the challenges themselves were intentionally silly. What more could we really expect? Unless Mitchell Musso had been practicing his clean and jerk, we'd say the kids could stick to soccer and Simon Says.
Simon Says keep going backwards. Stop. Hold it. Hold it. Stop. Simon Says stop. Take a step to your right. Simon Says take a step to...
Oh no, Mitchell took a step.
As the stakes were raised in quality, this year's Disney Channel Games contestants were also playing for charity, with the winning team aiming to earn $100,000 for the cause of their choosing. Though, in the end, each charity was ultimately gifted a portion of the donation. A heartwarming twist.
So no matter what happens, everyone is a winner. Man, could this get any better? Really, could it?
It could get a little
No.
better. Yes, it
What
could.
are you going to tell
well,
me?
it's just the tip of the iceberg, my friend, because this year's games are also carbon neutral.
But as for the competition, the green team ran away with the victory. While their official team captain was Dylan Sprouse, one of our winning players, once again, was Queen Monique Coleman. She carried.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel really good, you know?
In another notable shift between seasons, the closing ceremonies of the games now included live performances from Disney's hottest rising stars, promoting their music to the fans watching at home. Miley Cyrus closed out the event, performing as herself. This live appearance precedes the start of her Best of Both Worlds tour, meaning this was one of Miley Cyrus's very first non-Hannah Montana shows ever. Now that's a cultural moment. Season 3, The Peak and the End. Remember how we said that 2006 was nearing the heights of Disney original programming? Well, by 2008, the channel had introduced Wizards of Waverly Place, the Sprouses were now on deck, and the summer release of Camp Rock united the Joe Bros and Demi Lovato. And of course, Allison Stoner, who gave us the performance of a lifetime.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. Camper today, top-selling music producer tomorrow. Check me out. Cool.
The third and final season was actually the shortest, airing only 5 episodes total, though it arguably left the largest impact on the cultural consciousness of Y2K kids. This was the largest cast to date, not to mention the first and only participation by the Jonas Brothers.
Everybody was screaming and yelling. They couldn't wait to find out which teams we were on.
Definitely a lot of new faces from all around the world, and even some people that I hadn't met in our Disney Channel family.
We regret to inform you that this year was the first that legend Monique Coleman did not play. Who do we even root for now?
When I found out that I had Shin on my team and, I had Allison Stoner, I was so excited because most of them were veterans from the games. Allison's a newbie, but I knew that she would be a real strong competitor.
Aside from just covering the competitions, Season 3 leaned into the reality element of the series the hardest. The episodes put a different focus on the contestants themselves. Because, let's be real, that's why we were all watching anyway.
The green team has such great chemistry and we work together so well. I mean, we all sort of knew when we first got together that this is gonna be easy.
The super organic and definitely not scripted glimpses within the team's tents gave us kids at home a chance to see all of our faves interacting, which arguably was more exciting than any game of rock, paper, scissors we've ever seen. Okay, but to be fair, this season was the first to not feature rock, paper, scissors. So we're done talking about rock, paper, scissors. A moment of silence.
Oh, are you okay, bro? That hurt. Oh, Phil, paper cut. Ah! Oh, that smarts. That's a smarty injury. It's terrible. Medic!
The red team brought home the win in Season 3, led by their captain Brenda Song. But if you were a Jonas Brothers stan in 2008, Nick won. In fact, Nick Jonas talked about the Disney Channel games in a Tonight Show interview in 2024, describing the time as Love Island on crack.
Where they would put a bunch of teenagers in the Disney park after hours.
Oh my
and just
goodness.
say, let's see what happens.
He didn't elaborate on the details. He's a gentleman, we suppose, but we can only imagine the teenage drama that unfolded behind the scenes. We need a reunion special ASAP.
Now we see who we are in a different light. We're not so far apart. Anything is possible.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Epilogue. So, why did it have to end? They had a bona fide hit on their hands, didn't they? If you ask us, sure, but for whatever reason, the Disney Channel games burned bright and then faded away.
I was so speechless. I mean, it's such an awesome event. I'm so lucky because I'm here doing this right now.
Disney's Friends for Change games, a similar but not as good rebrand of the series, aired in 2011, but it clearly didn't have the same panache. Honestly, it's probably because there was no Brian Stepanek. He was the glue when you really think about it.
I really, really enjoy being your host, and I really mean that from the heart. Okay, that is painful blank.
Though it was short-lived, this summer series undoubtedly left its mark. While no one's claiming that the Disney Channel games themselves were the catalyst that propelled these stars' careers forward, when you analyze the show in retrospect, it tells a larger story of the trajectory of the brand and its key players.
This is the first time we were getting a chance to see who is going to be in this competition.
There was so much anxiety. It's like, are you gonna be on my team?
If you scrutinize each season's cast, which we did, obviously, you'll see who gained enough clout to be included, and when, as well as who seemed to outgrow the competition entirely. By Season 3, you can see that High School Musical's peak was waning, with its stars off on other creative endeavors. In its wake, Camp Rock, Demi Lovato, and Selena Gomez were the new class on the rise, and in the very early days of their professional paths.
It was a real honor to be here at the Disney Channel games. I had a blast meeting every single person here.
As the Disney canon was growing quickly, the games served not only to boost their summer viewership, but to bolster the relationship young audiences had with their franchises and stars. Using a competition reality format created a window for the fans to see their favorite Disney celebs as actual people, as opposed to the usual teen mag interviews we had to scour.
There's no brother rivalry outside the field. There's no oh, I'm gonna beat you on guitar licks or anything like that. It's all left on the field.
Maybe it's the nostalgia speaking, but if you ask us, the Disney Channel games were the pinnacle of tween entertainment, even when they were in hamster balls. Nay, especially when they were in hamster balls.
These are exciting races. Oh, so good. Let's take a look at this instant replay. Jason, watch the flip. Watch the flip. Oh, he took a tumble. Oh, that was incredible.
So which season of the Disney Channel games do you think was the most iconic? Let us know in the comments.
You know what my favorite part was? My favorite part was when Keely found out she was a team captain. She totally freaked out. It was so awesome. Or when Lightning, when they totally won the chariot race. That was so cool. Or when I'm gonna stop yammering on. I should just stop.